Abbasid versus the French. A civilization that people have been saying is the strongest civ in the game since launch, and a civilization that some say is the weakest civ in the game. Well, Season 2 brings some changes, so this is going to be an interesting matchup. Welcome, my dudes, to a casted game of Age of Empires 4. Spawning in the south side of the map in the colour pink, we have Numbers. Now, this is a top 5 player. They're on a different account. This is a very, very good player, and they're going to be playing the Abbasid dynasty for us. Spawning in the north side of the map, in the colour blue, we have Casper. Now, Casper's also making himself, he's getting himself really nice and high up there on the ranked leaderboard. I think he's sitting at number 9 at the moment, and he's going to be playing the French for us. So, like I was saying, the Abbasid has had quite a few changes. So we'll have to see how they play up against the French, because not only have French had a couple nerfs. I mean, you know, chivalry gets nerfed a little bit. That's it, really. They probably could have done with a few more nerfs, but you know, every little helps. But the main difference for the Abbasid is that they've had their golden age increased. All the bonuses for the golden age. Can we actually have a look at it? I don't think we can. No, we have to wait for the building to be built first, I think. That's right, we'll take a look at that in a minute. But basically, all of their bonuses in the first tier of the Golden Age has been increased from doing plus 10% to plus 15%. So that's like overall gather rate on all villagers, increased from 10% to 15%. Which, you know, 10%, 15%, it doesn't sound like a whole lot. But trust me, in this caliber of play, 5% makes a huge difference, especially with the Abbasid. Yeah, the Abbasid especially love this, especially because they love to go for multiple town centres. We can have a look at the bonus now. So we can see here, tier 1, 10 structures, villager gather rate plus 15% for all resources. That was at 10% before. It's an absolutely huge change there for the Abbasid. And as they love to go for multiple town centres, they have lots of villagers, so it really pairs well with them for lots of villagers and have a nice extra gather rate. However, the French also have their bonuses. They love to go for their second town centre. They can catch up in villagers very fast, especially with the French knights. They can really keep the Abbasid to 2 town centres, and then if they sit on 2 town centres themselves, you know, over time, they do gradually gain the lead, as 2 town centres for them is around 2.4, 2.5 town centres. We see Numbers now aging up with the economic wing. Not really any changes with the age ups. Pretty much from day 1 of Age of Empires 4, we've seen Abbasid players age up with the economic wing. Just for that fresh foodstuffs. Minus 50% cost on villagers is just huge, especially when Abbasid love to go for that second town centre. It just really flows well with them. You know, they get the extra gather rate for the villagers, so you get more villagers. If you're getting more villagers, get the fresh foodstuffs. So it really pairs well with them. Definitely a nice change for them, that is for sure. We see Casper now aging up. 6 villagers on that age up, that's a lot of villas. Definitely wanting to rush us up. Going with the School of Cavalry. Let's see if he went for the early wheelbarrow. Yes, he did. So this is something that we've been seeing less and less French players do, is actually go for this early wheelbarrow. They love to get that early knight out so fast, because it can just be so potent. You can really like start to get some damage out onto these gold mines and stone mines and whatnot. And just, you know, they're forced into going to barracks, more spears. So getting out that early knight as fast as possible is really huge. So definitely no surprise to see 6 villagers on the School of Cavalry here. Especially as he is aging up a bit late. As he did grab that wheelbarrow. Let's have a look over at Numbers. Let's see if he's got his wheelbarrow. Not even going for a mill. So this is very interesting. This is something that we don't see too often. Abbasid and Delhi, they've got a nice little berry bonus. However, Numbers chooses not to use it at all. Very interesting there. 3 villagers really low on HP here. I think Casper can one-shot. I think just 1 villager here with his knight. So, Casper doing a really nice job here. Just doing some really good damage. He might want to do some more damage to these other ones. You know, at best he just forces three idle vills. They have to walk all the way back here. bring 3 new villagers out, etc. So he's doing a really nice job there. Casper's knight is halfway produced at the moment. He's going to have that rallying all the way out here. Unfortunately, Casper losing his scout there. Definitely not what you want to see. Good job by numbers right there. And we do have some spearmen already out. They are regular spearmen at the moment. They're grabbing the hardened upgrade as we speak. And another scout for Casper going down. A little bit sloppy there. Not something we usually see from these top 10 players. Another nice upgrade for the Abbasid dynasty is the Phalanx upgrade. So this is why on paper Abbasids seems so damn good against the French, is because of the Phalanx upgrade. It increases their range by double. They can reach cavalry really far away, and in mass groups of spearmen, they do so well against cavalry. However, the French knights, they're fast. They can just run around. So it's definitely a nice bonus, but definitely not anything game-changing, that's for sure, especially in this early game. When it comes to late game, and you've just got mass cavalry charging into mass spearmen, that's when it makes a difference. That's when it makes a huge difference. But at this point in the game, not really too much of a difference. Numbers looking to go for this second town centre. He's got many on gold, stone, sorry. He's almost got enough, 50 gold away, 40 gold. He should be able to just force drop off some of these villagers in a second. Now we have archers coming out from Casper. So Casper looking to go into an archer plus knight composition, whereas Numbers has decided to go for just a spearman composition at the moment. He did drop down a stable down here earlier, so very surprised to see that was cancelled. Second town centre is going to be going up on these berries. Maybe this is a really good move against the French, only building, only going for the sheep in the early game, because it means you can build your second town centre on the berry bushes here. Mill being dropped down on these berries now as well. And because of the increased of, what's it called? The radius thing here has been increased. It can have all of these berries in that radius. Very nice. Really nice berry bonus. Really nice berry bonus right there for Numbers. 3 knights out for Casper now. Going to be going around to the south of the base. Fortunately for Numbers, he's got nothing on the gold mine. 1 villager still on stone. Definitely interesting to see what this villager will be up to. Definitely not enough villagers to be aging up with. Not aging up with, going for a third town centre, or aging up with, as he's not on the gold. 3 knights. Yeah, that villager's going to be going down if it's not careful. Casper should be able to spot this one out. There it goes, it's going down. So maybe Numbers was just looking to get some stone for later on. Maybe build a tower or something with that. And we can see Casper still pumping out these archers and these knights. Usually what we see on the map, we're on the map high view right here. Usually what we see with French players is they like to bring maybe a villager or 2 out and just start towering up all of the map here. Because you can't see through this without with the outposts. It gives so much vision, and it really doesn't help your opponent out at all. It really hinders them, because they can't build towers there. You can see the whole map, and it's really hard for them to try get rid of the towers, because your army can just sit under there and really be a pain. But we don't see Casper doing that at the moment. Maybe he'll look to do that later on in the game. But it's really easy for the French to do, as they do have such a great early game map control. Whereas unfortunately for Numbers, doesn't really have that map control. And now we see a ram coming down for Casper. Interesting. Well, for those that don't know, rams have been severely nerfed, and now get killed by town centres. So yeah, we'll have to see how this one works out. I mean, I say they get killed by town centres. It does take a while, but they just go down so quick, especially against like cavalry and spearmen, which is exactly what Numbers has right here. Archers still do the same amount of damage to them. However, these kind of compositions do more damage. So definitely, I would say a buff to the Abbasid. I mean, it's not a direct buff, but it's an indirect buff. Now we have double stables coming down for Numbers as well. Going to be producing out all of those horsemen. This might be some villagers going down here for Numbers. Losing 1 villager, 2 villagers, 3 villagers. Not being able to fit everything in the town centre there, but Casper's, he's losing a lot of army here. Numbers could probably commit to that. He's got a big enough spearman mass, but he doesn't want to overcommit. He's lost quite a few villagers. Let's have a look at the villager count. So Casper's still ahead by 2 villagers, and he is only on 1 town centre right now compared to Numbers 2. Blacksmith now coming up for our pink player as well, looking to get some of those techs in. Let's see if Casper's got his blacksmith. He does. He's already done quite a few of the researchers in here. He's got the extra damage for the archers, and French also get the extra damage for melee units for free anyway, as soon as they construct that blacksmith. Casper now looking to move to the south of the base again with his knights, looking to try and pick off some of this wood line. Numbers doing a really nice job here, really pushing in his villagers into the middle here. It makes a really nice free wall basically for his villagers to just stay in. It means he can pull his spearmen and make nice little choke points where these knights are not going to be doing too much damage. But Numbers needs to be careful here. He's going to lose so many villagers. Uh-oh. 6 royal knights, they're going to do some damage. This is going to be at least 2 villagers going down. Numbers' army is nearby though. Only 1 villager going down there. Numbers getting very, very fortunate right there. Ram is still up and the archer mass slowly increasing. Casper going to be losing a royal knight here. Going down for free. Definitely unfortunate there. 1 royal knight being a real pain over here. Does Casper have chivalry? He does not have chivalry. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong tech anyway. This one here. He does not have chivalry anyway. These knights are not going to be healing up. Definitely the nerf coming into play right here. This did get increased by quite a significant amount. 75 gold and plus 50 wood increase. More royal knights are going to be going down here. Nice little surrounds here for our pink player. So it looks like Numbers is going to push out now. He's got more reinforcements on the way, more horsemen. We'll keep an eye out on the army over here. Casper's still looking pretty strong though. He's got a big mass of royal knights and archers. Army now engaging. Casper goes right into the royal knights. 2 royal knights are going to be going down there. Casper went straight into those spears. Horseman getting a really nice surround here on the archers. Casper's going to have to commit, otherwise he's going to lose so many archers. Spearman onto the royal knights. Really nice micro here from Casper. And that's Casper's army completely gone. This is not good for Casper. He needs to pull back these villagers before they go down. Spearman doing so much damage onto those royal knights, and the horsemen can just come in and clean up the archers. And now they're onto the wood line. We hear typing and GG gets called. Wow. Abbassid have really improved. I mean, like, look at the mass that they could build in that time. Wow. Well played over to these 2 players. If you guys did enjoy this game, then please do feel free to leave a like, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.